Hey guys, welcome to Infinite Light. My name is Shawnee. Today I'm channeling. I have no tarot. This is a message that my guides have been giving me for the last couple of days. And of course, as soon as I start recording, Cooper's over here and wants to go out. So hold on. Okay, so we let the dog out, and um, your spirit guides are kind of like, or at least my spirit guides in this message are being silly. They tend to be. I'm getting this image, and I got this image for like a few days of like what it's like at the table, and I'm picturing a big table like in the heavens, um, and it's where they start to develop your book of life, like they write your book of life. And so like people are sitting down like, okay guys, so yesterday we talked about lineage and who the birth parents are going to be. All right, you guys got that, check. Okay, but today we're here to tackle let's see, the birth date, the birth location, and the birthing experience, right? And then they have like a big old book with a, this is a marker, but like I imagine like a quill, right? It has to be like a quill, some like glorious quill that writes in like magical golden ink. I don't know. I don't know why I keep saying I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with a different sort of phrase because I do know. They're telling me all the time. Yeah, so I just imagine like our teams, and you're there, right? You're there, creating your own life. I say that all the time. You're the director, the screenwriter, the actor, um, and just creating a life to be lived in this one experience of many, the one that you're currently in right now. And all of the entities around this table, and it's massive, like you can't even imagine, right? Are there for your greatest and highest good. Like they love you. And some of them are going to come down here with you at certain times. Some of them are going to be your pets. Some of them are going to be your I don't know, your first kiss. Some of them are gonna be the guy that you met at the grocery store. Like everybody you've ever encountered in your life is here for a purpose, and every experience is here for a purpose. And that reminds me of another song that I was channeling. Peace and blessings manifest in every lesson learned. Was that Erica Badu? Go check out On and On, right? Um, it's like everybody is meant to play a role. Nothing happens on accident. And you might see this the longer you're on this planet. You might see people pop in and pop out, and then pop back in again, and then pop out. And the true ride or die are the ones that will do that, you know, for the rest of your life. But the ones that always do it in love. Have you ever had like a really good friend who you don't have to see every day? You can have, I mean, it can be like months. I have one where it's actually been like a couple of years, and then I send her a message and we message each other, and it's like a couple of weeks, a couple of days, but we've even gone a couple of years. It's like nothing ever happened. Like you're always just connected. And it's because while I was writing my book of life, she was right next to me and was like, I'm going to pop in at this point and help you here. I'm going to pop in at this point and help you there. I'm always going to have your back, but I'm not going to be on your back. Yeah. So, like, just know that you are the creator of your life. And then know that all of those entities around you, while you were creating your life, was here to help you and guide you. They're meant to be here to help you help your soul have the greatest experience possible. And then it brings me to the rest of the reading. You know, if you are somebody that watches a lot of tarot readings, their readers are constantly saying things. I don't know if sometimes it's like catchphrases, but sometimes it feels like it is. Sometimes it feels like it is, depending on your own personal state of mind. But like they'll say like, you're gonna get this windfall of money. You're probably gonna win the lottery. I wouldn't be surprised if you played the lottery every month from here on out that you finally win it. There's gonna be a great inheritance. That's a good one, actually. Hopefully, I remember to bring that up later. Um, there's the Two of Cups, right? The best love of your life is coming. What other ones? There's gonna be this massive tower moment, and you're going to be uplifted into this new timeline. Yeah, stuff like that. And so everybody, not everybody, but a lot of folks are expecting this grandiose sort of thing to be present in their life whenever these prophetic sort of messages are coming up, right? But it doesn't always work like that. It doesn't always work in this sort of grand gesture. And I think I received a message as to why that is. Okay. So if you're getting readings and they're talking about these gifts, these inheritance, this windfall, this new beginning, this new love, right? I think that you have to just pause your little 3D mind right now, your little 4D mind right now. And just for a second, try to imagine your spirit guides and your angels and God, like kind of like from their point of view. I hope that wasn't like sacrilegious what I just said or whatever. Anyways, I like to look at them, or I'm being told to look at them as like parents. If you're not a parent watching this, you can still follow along as I paint by numbers. Okay, so I'll give you several examples, all right? So as a parent of a chameleon, I've had a chameleon, lizard, or whatever you want to call it before in the past. Whenever the very first time that my chameleon ate from my hands, I was over the moon excited, right? It was just a small little thing, but he finally trusted me enough to eat out of my hands. And I told everybody who cared about my chameleon because I was so excited, right? And that could be seen as something big, but it was still small. That was seen as something big, but it was still small, right? For those who like have cats, and you have that one cat that's like always hiding under the couch, you never, or wherever this damn cat is, right? And then you see the cat, you're like, oh, I saw you, there she is. So whatever, cats are weird, but they're cool. But they have really interesting personalities. You see the cat for the first time in, a few days, and you're like, oh, you are alive. Okay, that's awesome. And you're so cute. I remember why I bought you. Okay, bye. See you later. Right? So like, that's a good moment. And then you tell whoever cares about your cats, oh, I saw Fifi today. And that's like a small thing, but it's big to you, right? Because you care about that cat. You have a dog. I know my dog Robin's behind me right there. And when she finally got out of the puppy biting stage, like her chewing things up, I was so elated. Like finally all of my shoes were present and accounted for, all in one piece, and she wasn't nibbling on them. And it actually took me a couple of days to realize, wait a second, I've had my shoes for a few days. I think she's graduated out of the baby chewing stage, right? And it was a small thing, but it was big because I care about her. And as a parent, like if your kid sleeps through the night for the first time, or if they got, a good grade, or they, I don't know, stop saying cuss words because they're toddlers and they repeat everything you say and sometimes you cuss. And they finally say, Mom, don't say that word. That's a bad word. So they finally have an understanding of it, not from personal experience. But it's a small thing, but it's big because you care, right? So like, our tarot cards were created by just regular old people. They might have been channeling the meanings of the tarot cards, but they were created by regular old people. And, there's 78, 32, something, whatever cards, depending on the deck that you have. And then it's a regular old person interpreting it. And the card will tell them whatever the card tells them, whatever they think the card is. But you're kind of limited by your 3D mind. I'm going to show you, like, here's a good one, right? So this just so happens to be the Page of Pentacles. And then people are like, oh, there's the most exciting part of your life. It's coming, it's great, it's this big old thing. But look at, it might just be, and as they'll say, oh, a messenger, right? It might just be, you're gonna get a phone call from somebody. It might not be a phone call from somebody. It might actually be you finally picking up what your spirit guides have been putting down for several weeks. And it's taken you this long to understand that that angel number that's in front of you. Or it's taken you this long to put together that maybe you should cut this person out of your life. Or it's taken you this long to realize that maybe you should kind of take a vacation from work. And your spirit guides are like, yes, that's my girl, she did it. Oh, look at you listening and growing. But we expect it to be such a big thing. And then so you're like, you got this card and you're like, where's my email? Where's my email? Where's my email? But it wasn't an email. That was just a 3D interpretation by like a reader. It wasn't that it was an email. It was something that you picked up. And this one, and it prepared you for something else, for the next step. And your spirit guides are celebrating it. And they always celebrate in a big way because they have such unconditional love for you. They celebrate the big things and the small things. Our minds just don't work, the same way as the spirit guides' minds work, as the angels' minds work, as God's mind works. I don't even know if they call it mind. But we just don't work the same way because we're not there. That's not the experience that we're supposed to be having right now. It's here that we're supposed to be having. So we're not meant to see all the things that they see. But they're always up there and they're always cheering for you. And so this is kind of like a message, like, don't get down. If a tarot reader is telling you this, that, and the other, if you believe that you might have missed something, this isn't for people that are getting collective tarot readings, where you're on YouTube and you're just getting a message from somebody about all of the Libras watching this video, all of the 2.4 thousand Libras that are going to watch this video. This is what's coming towards you in love. Don't get upset. Like, there's still messages in that for you. I saw there's a lady that does dowsing rods. She's really popular on YouTube. And she asked the dowsing rods, she said, are tarot cards always right? And they swung together, which meant yes. And then she asked, is it that the interpretation of the tarot cards are because of the reader not interpreting them correct? And they swung together and they said yes. So sometimes the interpretation is slightly off of what it actually is. But the cards are never wrong. The cards are never wrong. And this is, I was just being told to tell you, like, this is why it's important for you to get a certain grasp of what tarot cards mean. Because if a reader is reading a card and you're taking it differently, you have to know to be able to take it differently. And that's an exercise in intuition. There is a gentleman, his name is Paul, and he's got a tarot. He is Dove and Serpent Tarot. And he always does an exercise in intuition for his cards. There's another guy that does Aries. He does readings. And he's always inviting the readers to comment down below what your interpretation of the cards are. So he always does a display of the cards on his screen. And I think that if you're getting a little frustrated with the readings that you're seeing and you don't have the means to pay for or procure a personal reading, then it's high time for you to start learning at least the basics from some of the cards, or how to use your intuition with the visuals that you might get from some of the cards, so that you can apply it to your own life. And then also know that it's important to celebrate all of your wins the way that, not necessarily the way that the spirit team is celebrating them, because if you didn't cuss out your coworker at work, like, you don't need to throw a big old huge pajama party over it, but definitely give yourself a pat on the back for each step of growth that you have along the way. They said basta, enough. Okay, all right, well, that's it. That's the message today. Celebrate your wins, because your spirit team, your angels and God is celebrating every single step that you take on this earth plane. I wish you guys love and light, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.